Names that my kids have come up with, when thinking, especially when my daughter was little and she was like, okay, my kid is going to be named this when I have babies and all. And you kind of think through it. I had a friend in high school wanted to name her first child Moo.
Why?
She was like 12.
Okay.
I mean,
all right, that's different.
She just said Moo. I'm like, okay, but she was just being silly.
Okay.
But I can see where some names you're like, I don't understand, but okay.
Yeah, well, I knew there were some twins one time named Sonny and Cher, and I thought that was...
No.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Come
goodness.
on. Why did you do that to them kids?
Oh, my goodness.
But let me ask you, say your daughter, if she would have named your granddaughter some crazy, wild, off-the-wall name, would you go on the internet now and share your disgruntledness and let everybody know about it?
No, I don't really go to social media anyway. If I got a problem with something, I try to handle it. But I might say to my daughter, really? Like, we'll explain, like what's the thought process behind that?
That eye roll emoji?
A little bit like, what now?
Okay.
What did you say?
Well, this grandmother, I guess, was in England because she went to Mum's Net. That sounds like something you would love, Mum's Net. And
I think it was something I would not love.
She voiced her displeasure with her son's baby's name because they named it Stormy Water.
See, I don't mind.
And then they put
Stormy.
it was actually Stormy Cloud Water, I think is
Stormy Cloud. So what's the reasoning behind it?
Before the couple got together, their life was stormy. Then afterwards, it was like water, just infinity, going on forever. And the baby was the silver lining. And that's where the cloud name came from.
Okay.
And so,
it's fine. It's sweet. It's a sweet story.
But it's what they named their baby.
And you know what? Like, okay, just say Stormy. Come here, Stormy. So she's not calling the kid by his name?
She's calling it baby.
So what? When he gets to be 8?
Baby.
12?
Baby.
37?
I don't know. Man baby. I don't know.
I think I've used that one before.
So I don't know if you've come up with names or heard names or...
Oh, my goodness gracious. Jess just texted and said, I wanted to name my child Alexander Constantine, but instead named him James Robert. So I don't know why she changed the name.
That seems like that's a U-turn right there.
It really is.
Going one way and making...
Like this almost regal Alexander Constantine.
James Robert.
Which is still a very
Which is cool.
nice...
That's kind of like a movie star name right there.
It is. It's very
like old Hollywood to me. James Robert.
Yeah, very
distinguished.
Not regal, but distinguished. I can see that. So
you're helping me out with my definitions this week.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I like that.
Oh, okay.
It's a big help. So if you know of a name like that, 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz,
his morning crew.
So the grandmother's just calling her new grandson baby.
And is so upset about it. Like, she went to social media. She went to a website and complained about it. All right. So Tiffany said, listen, you're talking about these unusual names. I went to school with twins, and their names were Marcus and DeMarcus.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, you had to separate them. You had to...
Marcus and DeMarcus.
All right, Leanne. Listen to this. Oh, my goodness gracious. She said for 3 days while I was pregnant, my husband and I called our daughter Phoebe. But then my husband could not get past the Smelly Cat song that Phoebe on the show Friends would sing all the time. So instead of Phoebe, her name is now Julia.
Oh, now that's...
Smelly Cat.
I know.
Smelly Cat. Feeding you.
All right. Yes. Okay. Julia's pretty good. Okay. Hey,
goodness.
Who's this?
Well, my name is Peggy, but my real name is Margaret. And so I caution all parents going forward not to name their children, especially after their parents' name, identical, even the middle initial. So I've spent my life retelling people, well, my real name's Margaret, like my driver's license, everything official. And they're like, how do you get Peggy out of Margaret? And I'm like, I don't know. How do you get Dick out of Richard? How do you get Betsy out of Elizabeth? I mean, every day, especially at the bank where young people don't know that Peggy is a nickname for Margaret. So, and then I just got to tell you this best part. When I was in 7th grade, because I had the same name as my mom and initial, the bank put the wrong amount. So I saw my bank account and had $4,000 extra dollars in it. I was
Yeah, it did.
excited.
Hey, Peggy's our friend.
Peggy said, cha-ching.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Talking about these names that this grandma did not want to call her grandson. His name is like Stormy Cloudy Water.
Cloud
Or
Water.
something.
So,
But she didn't like it.
how did you get your name?
Well, my mom loved Elizabeth Taylor.
Okay.
And loved Elvis Presley. So I ended up with Elizabeth.
Okay.
And then Aaron, because Elvis's middle name is Aaron. And
Elvis
so,
Aaron Presley.
yeah. I'm like, wow, okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you
Well,
very
it's
much.
a nice name. I'm not dissing the name.
But I like that. I like how,
the
know.
story behind
the
it.
stories behind it.
Ninja, morning show producer. She's how many days from getting married?
10 days.
10 days. And of course, they've had these conversations about children in the future. Do you want to have children? How many? What do you want to name them? And so, what's the name you guys have come up with?
Okay, so there's several, but the only one that I feel comfortable sharing, some of them are surprises,
Okay.
Phoenix Asher.
Have you told your parents?
Not my
Now
mom.
they have.
I know, right?
Not
Mom
my
was-
mom.
Do you think she'll like it? Because I like it. I think it's very cool.
I mean, she'll probably be like, oh, okay, that's different.
Bless your heart. Well, Ashley texted and said, okay, my boys are Alden, Axton, and Emerson. So my husband was joking around, taking random letters off of words until he got a name. He saw a sign that said Hammer, and that's how he got Ammer to Amerson.
Oh, okay.
Right. And she said, but it's not like we named him Alfredo or Carburetor. Little Carburetor Smith. How are you? First day of kindergarten. And then Charlotte, when I was pregnant, I wanted to name my baby Blaze. And I wanted my kid to be strong and unafraid like I felt. So I'm very glad that I was told no to the name Blaze, but she ended up naming him Jace, which means healer.
Ooh.
And she said her child is very confident, strong, and full of courage.
All right, Amanda, how about you?
Back in the days when my mom was pregnant, of course, you didn't know if you were having a boy or girl. So my parents decided if they named a girl, they were going to name her Marie. If they had a boy, my dad wanted to name him Dwayne. And my mom said, I'm not naming any baby with the name Duh in it. Amanda. Thanks, Mom. But I was named after some actress that was popular in the 80s. So that's how you got your name. And I said I would have rather been Marie.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I'm going to tell you about who I know is a kind of a sneaky photo bomber. It's the His Morning Crew on His Radio with Rob and Liz. I'm Brian in for Rob, and that's at Rob Dempsey. He's photobombed me several times when I went to take a picture like with an artist or something like that, and so he's sneaky.
Didn't he take somebody's phone at one of the conventions or something, like a meeting?
If you give him your phone to take a picture, rest assured you're going to have a selfie of him on there. There's going to be. It's so funny.
I mean, it is.
It
It's
is
very
great.
cool,
I
you know,
love it.
his personality.
I
but
love it.
You know who else likes to photobomb? That's Tom Hanks.
Oh, I know.
Tom Hanks. So there was a wedding party. This is in Pittsburgh, and Tom is there. He's filming a new movie, and I guess he saw this was happening. He's maybe walking up the street or took his Uber or his limo or whatever it is, and he shows up, and he just gets in the picture. It's the bride and her bridesmaids, and he just walks up on them, takes a picture, hangs out with them for 30 seconds probably, and that's wild.
I know. Okay, so our resident video producer, Ninja, is it 10 days, Ninja?
It is 10 days.
What celebrity would you love to have photobomb in your wedding pictures?
Paul Rudd.
Really? That is so out of the ordinary.
You know me is not out of the ordinary for me.
No, it's not. She does like Paul Rudd. I know this.
But I just love that I asked it and boom,
She
it was
knew.
no thinking. It was no.
Believe me. Like, you can't imagine how many conversations we have about Paul Rudd in this room.
Was he in?
And so I have to make, context. Because I don't know that Paul Rudd is one of those, like, if you say Brad Pitt, right, everybody knows.
Yeah, pretty
Kinda,
much.
Yeah. Paul Rudd, who is that guy? So
I'm still having a hard time.
He played Phoebe's husband in Friends. Okay. Blank look on your face.
Yeah.
Ant-Man. But see,
Come
Brian has
on,
never
dude.
seen the Marvel movies.
No.
Right. Lame. That was Jake, by the way. Caitlin, what'd you say?
You've never seen a Marvel movie?
No.
Okay, hold up. This just took a turn because Brian has never seen Star Wars movies.
I saw the very first Star Wars in the theaters back
How many
in the
others
70s.
are there? 8? 8 just regular?
Didn't get me.
Okay.
9.
Okay, other than the first one.
What is this pile on Brian Day? Come on.
No,
now.
I am giving information
All right.
that Brian has never seen the Marvel movies.
I opened
He's
myself
never
up for
seen
this, so.
the DC movies. And so I am mind blown.
Wow.
Was Paul Rudd in that sitcom with Helen Hunt?
No, you're talking about Mad About You?
Yeah.
No.
Was that was another
Reiser.
Paul Reiser.
I knew I'd get it,
I know.
right?
All right.
Wow, that's a throwback. But no, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to Google find out who he is.
Just watch Ant-Man.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Most people, I feel like, at least I do, think about vacation all the time. And it's not like you hate the place where you are. It's His Morning Crew with Rob and Liz.
Yeah.
His radio, by the way. But it's just looking forward to something and that family time or seeing something new, creating those new memories.
And I think even like I'm like, man, I just want to grab a cup of coffee, sit down in a chair,
yes,
and breathe. Because I don't, it's just life. I mean, you breathe, but life gets so crazy, and just like, I just need to decompress and not think about anything, not pick up my stupid phone, not scroll across
Right.
social media,
Yes.
not check out this email, and the emails will be there when I get back.
Right. But
And-
just sit on the back deck and watch the
Yes.
sunrise.
Oh
or
my
sunset.
gosh, I'm more sunrise.
You are? Okay, yeah. I like it.
yeah.
I like either one. But wow, vacation. All right, vacay your way. So in that picture, you're on the back deck, you're watching the sunrise, the sunset. Where is it that you are? Are you overlooking a lake because you love to fish, or maybe it is the ocean, or maybe it's in the mountains? Because that can happen. We have a vacay your way. It's a vacation. It's up to $3,000 that you get to decide. It would be really difficult for me to say, okay, you're going to the beach.
You win a trip to Central Park because somebody's like,
I don't want to
New
go
York
there.
City.
I've never wanted to go to New York.
Exactly.
So the vacation is totally the way that you want it, but somebody else is going to take the stress. They are going to plan all the details for you.
Yeah, that's right. And it's so simple. His Radio, we're a listener-supported radio ministry. Our spring friend raiser, that's our fundraiser, 4 days to raise the operational budget, comes April the 5th, so when it gets underway. But if you make a gift right now, get us off to a great head start up to April 5th, or call on April 5th. You'll automatically be registered for that Vacay Your Way. You don't give to get, we know that, but man, what an awesome first day prize. And here's how you can get involved. Go to hisradio.com. You can make your gift there. Open up the My His Radio app, or text GIVE to 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Charlotte and Johnson, they like to be known on their social media as Saucy and Honey.
Oh my gosh. Could that be... Could we go by that name? No.
That would be hilarious. So they like to, be on their social, and they're always doing these things. And so I don't know where they got the idea.
So what
to
did
do
Saucy
this.
and Honey do?
They went into Target.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with a late night
Okay.
Target run.
Mm-hmm.
So they go into Target and they hide.
Okay.
And then they stayed until all the employees were gone. And then they built a fort, and they slept in Target. Until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Did they tell people about it?
They were on their social media. Well, I mean, that's the whole thing, right? They took like video, and they left the store like at 3 o'clock in the morning. And when they left, of course, an alarm went off.
Oh, yeah.
And,
okay.
police showed up, and store managers probably showed up, and that kind of thing. And they were all over security cameras.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they also were on their social media.
Okay.
And It doesn't go away when you put it on social media.
And that's pretty easy to track you down when you post it there on social media.
Yeah, and I think they weren't trying to damage anything, and they weren't trying to steal anything. They just wanted, kind of, I guess you would call it a prank. But now they're facing some time in prison.
I mean, they could face some jail time now, Annie, because the thing about it, you waste resources.
Sure.
Just think about if there had been an emergency and police couldn't be there because they were at the target. Think about the managers coming out, not knowing what they're
waking them up in the middle of the night,
going into, and
so that was the issue. Yeah, I mean, so if you want to do something like that, have you ever done anything on social media and you're like, I really shouldn't have done that? No.
Yeah, just some posts I've typed out.
I know.
And then I've hit delete.
Yeah, rethink it.
Yeah.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Liz, you've got a sparkly black blue shirt on. Is it new?
It is. I got it on sale. Yeah, I did. You like it?
I did. I mean, it's rock star. I mean, it's like could be rock star looking there.
I can see that because it's got a little animal print on it, but it is very shiny and.
You're like blingy on a budget.
I am so blingy on a budget, right? I can't
is
afford
that a good,
bougie.
Is that a good way to
Yes,
to describe it?
I
Okay.
think so, absolutely. Have you tried the Coke?
I saw that you brought
What's it called? Starlight?
It's the Starlight flavor. Yeah, it's the new Coke. There's a Coke Zero, then a regular Coke, and my wife bought one.
Yeah.
And I tried it the other day.
What'd you think?
I thought it was had kind of a cheer wine
Taste to it. It kind of looks like, I can see that. It's got like a little red tint to it. So I saw it in the grocery store yesterday, and I thought, I'm going to try that. This is the Coke Zero version.
Okay.
By the way.
Yeah.
And so the lady at the grocery store said, what does that taste like? Because obviously if I'm buying it, she thinks I like it.
Yeah.
I said, I have no idea. My son's girlfriend thinks it tastes like cotton candy.
There's so many flavor mix-ups and mash-ups that are happening anymore. They keep coming out so quick. So, sometimes I'm just a traditional person. Just give me the, regular one.
Just straight. I like Coke Zero. So
but I like Coke
Max.
Zero cherry. I like the cherry Coke Zero.
I do like the cherry.
That's pretty good.
I like the Pepsi Max version,
Oh,
the
okay.
counterpart to that as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you like listening to me drink? That's awesome. It's weird.
It's weird when that first taste or two is a little weird.
I can kind of, I see the cheer wine aspect of it.
You get any cotton candy?
I'm not getting cotton candy. And I'm glad.
A lady my wife works with says s'mores. She got s'mores.
S'mores.
From it. The s'mores
I am not
flavor.
getting a s'more vibe from this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the cheer wine taste.
Okay. And then my wife said, well, what do you think? Buy it again? And I was like, nah, I think
I like the regular, just straightforward Coke Zero.
One and done.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Why do restaurants, different companies, they tease you with a little something that you really like, and then they take it away for a while. And then they give it to you for, okay, let me just say, Shamrock Shake at McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay, it only comes out for, a month?
Yep.
Then you've got the peach milkshake that only comes out spring, summer,
McRib.
whatever. Right. I mean, why? Why?
That's a build anticipation to build. It's kind of a fan base. I don't know. But anyway, if you like this, was it Szechuan?
Szechuan, yeah.
Sauce there at McDonald's. It's coming back. They're bringing it back March 31st. A lot of people like it. They've brought it back like 4 times now.
I've never had it that I know of.
Okay, it's got it's soy, garlic, ginger, and a mild vinegar. You can dip your nuggets or you can dip your fries into the Szechuan sauce.
My son likes this.
Does it? Okay. Yeah. Well, you can only get it through their app. Okay.
What?
And you can purchase up to 5 a la carte packages on the app, and it's into this month when it will be back.
So when I go through the drive-thru and I have my nugs and I want an extra sauce, they charge me. So, right? Not everywhere, but some places will...
McCharge.
Well, yeah, you've been McCharged. So I guess it's about the same thing. Was it a quarter? 50 cents? Something
Yeah,
like
I think so. And they're also doing like collector packages of it this time that spell out Szechuan, so you can get like it's a gold foil package that your little sauce comes in for your nuggies. I like how you say that, your nuggies.
Your nuggies. Yeah, so you get to collect this Szechuan sauce until it grows hair. Is that the way that works?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Oh my goodness, those commercials, that
Little Sweet. And
little sweet and these
Jamie, I remembered his name
from,
the Progressive commercials.
Flo from Progressive.
Yeah.
I had a coworker when the Progressive commercials first started, and he came in one day and said, "She's going to be something. She's going to be a star." And I was like, I don't think so. Like she is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
2008.
Wow,
when
that's
she started.
been a long time. And Flo, I mean, she's gone through, I think, a pregnancy, as Flo. And now there's like a sister in the commercials who is hilarious. But yeah, so they really do stick out in your mind. So Marie had texted and said, Mayhem is one.
I love those.
Yeah, the Mayhem Allstate commercials. Now, see, for me, I don't know why, but even if I think about Mayhem, I don't always remember which insurance company. I know it's insurance.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. So for me, I don't know if it's as effective as much as I do like the commercials.
Yeah, I think sometimes it goes, especially like the day after, like the Super Bowl, when they talk about all the commercials and everything. A lot of times people say, "Well, that's my favorite commercial," and you go, "Well, what are they talking about?" I don't know.
I have no idea what the company is.
You spend like $6, $7, $8 million on that, and you're like, "Well, I don't remember."
Right.
What the heck?
But I think you have to take that chance, I guess, when you're in marketing, right?
All right. Hey, I got a call came in. What's that one you remember?
The Geico commercial about the camel going through the office.
Oh, right.
And asking, what day is this?
And what would he say?
Hump day.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
If you go to a hotel, and the last time I was at a hotel, I noticed this, and it didn't bother me that big of a deal, but the housekeeping is not happening every day. It is a perk of going to a hotel. I think it's nice that, your bed is made when you come back to the room after a long day, where, on vacation, and you can make your bed. But I'm like that. I can make my bed. I don't like to make my bed.
So do you make your bed on vacation?
Okay. You're funny.
I'm taking that as a no.
That is a big no. But yeah, a lot of hotels are getting away from it. And a couple of different reasons is because of the labor shortage. Yeah. So trying not to stress out, those that they have on staff that are there to go in and pick up a room, especially, obviously they're going to clean it and do all of that when people change. If you check out and somebody else is going to check in, obviously they're going to clean it. But if you're staying there for 6 days, cleaning it once during the 6 days, I'm okay with it.
You're okay. Okay. I just love voice. Brian.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There is a box, I think it's still there in our garage, that is full of these. I'm going to go take notice. I'm going to go through this thing.
Yeah, I would.
And see if any of them are worth money.
Because there was a prize collection. It was the first ever Marvel comic book. Okay, first one ever, and it just fetched more than $2.4 million in auction.
How much do comic books cost when you purchase them now? $4 or $5? Maybe?
Probably. That one was like 10 cents when it came. I think it was like 10. Either a nickel or 10. Well, because it's so old. I mean,
how old is it?
1939. It came out it was published in 1939. Introduced characters like the Submariner and the original Human Torch.
Okay.
A precursor of the character of the same name, who was a part of Marvel's Fantastic Four. So there's
I don't know the Submariner.
One of the top 3 comic books. I don't know. Does Jake know anything about the Submariner?
Jake, do you know the Submariner? Because I heard him say, yeah. Did you know?
Yes, I do. So the Submariner, or as some people call him, the Submariner, his name is Namor, and he's basically the Marvel version of Aquaman, except he came first.
Look at you dropping
Man,
knowledge.
Look at Jake.
Boom.
Jake Lee, I guess.
Wait a minute. Submariner. The Submariner?
I thought it was Submariner, but I've always heard Submariner.
Oh, that's nice. I like
Okay,
that.
so-
Submariner.
all right.
Are you a captain of a submarine? I can't even say it. My joke just fell.
Well, it did, but that's all right. But here's one of the reasons it's such a big comic book. It was a pay copy, what they called a pay copy. And the reason was because it's got the publisher's handwritten notes recording how much that each writer and artist was paid. So that is a reason that is so prized and valuable.
It's like a
well.
first edition of a book.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, with these notes and stuff in that as well, with the Submariner.
Still, $2-something million.
$2.4 million. Check those comic books out.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I know spring break is going on this week for a lot of people,
Yeah.
And college kids may be home this week. And we never have taken, I can't think, one. We took one spring break vacation.
Where'd you go?
As a family. And we went to Disney. And my oldest son was 9 months old. Why
Was
you
it the
taking-
happiest place on earth?
I know, but a 9-month-old at Disney. But we did have, our daughter was about 10, and it was a lot of fun. But I shouldn't get jealous, but a little bit when I see everybody, taking off for spring break, and I'm like, I want to go on vacation.
You trying to beg a vacation from somebody?
If you're going to Disney, I'll just get in a suitcase. I'll be a lot of fun, I promise.
Well, maybe Disney's your thing. Maybe it's the mountains. Maybe it's a trip to the beach or wherever. But we got our friend raiser coming up. His radio, we're listener supported, and we always have a great first day giveaway. And I want to let you know, number one, we have great business ministry partners that have come along that have sponsored Vacay
companies.
Your Way. So it's like we're not, because we couldn't afford to give that away. But business ministry partners, thanks to Steward Wealth Strategies and Southern Wesleyan University, giving away a Vacay Your Way, the first day giveaway. So here's how it works: you make a gift leading up to Friend Raiser on April the 5th, or you call on that first day, and what? You're in it to win it.
That's right. And it's a vacation up to $3,000. But let me tell you, the best part about it is I'm going to say, I want to go to, let's just say Disney. I want to go there. Somebody else, a travel agent, is going to say, okay, how many people? Okay, let me get the tickets, and I'm going to do this. So they are going to take care of all the little finite details.
You mean I don't have to stress out of planning it out and everything?
You just say, this is where I want to go, here's who I want to go with, and when I want to go, and boom, it's going to happen. If you win Vacay Your Way. All right, so now you're interested, you want to get in on this, you can give your gift right now to support the ministry of His Radio. It's online, hisradio.com, the My His Radio app, or text the word GIVE, 800-447-7234.